Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is Thursday, April 16th, and today I'm having a look at a brand new game, Mouse PI for Hire. Just came out today, and I'm gonna check it out. What is Mouse PI for Hire, you ask? Well, we're gonna find out in more specifically. But my understanding is it's basically a very stylistic, very stylized first-person shooter, wherein it is basically styled in the same way as a cartoon from the start of cartoons. I don't know what you describe that as. Black and white type cartoons, stuff like Steamboat Willy and other early Disney stuff, and Betty Boop and stuff like that, I think is the main inspiration. And you can tell by the fact it's about a mouse that Steamboat Willy and Mickey Mouse were big, huge inspirations here. And also it's a first-person shooter where you run around shooting stuff with guns. I'll be honest, other than that, I don't know that much about it as far as like what the structure is. Is it a linear first-person shooter? Apparently it's not a multiplayer first-person shooter, which honestly I might prefer that it's not multiplayer, that instead it's a single-player campaign, but I guess, I think that really kind of depends on the nature of the single-player campaign. I'll say I did see the other day reviews for this one up, and the first one I saw was a 3 out of 5, which made me go, oh my god. But apparently the average is more like 4 out of 5, which is like, okay, it's probably fine, it's probably good, but is it great? That's what we'll find out tonight, I think. I also saw that Pragmata got like a 9, is way farther up there as far as games this week go. And there's also Tomodachi Life, and Vampire Crawlers is out this week as well. Anywho, after reviewing options and stuff and questioning a little bit, like, should I do this? Should I just say, like, okay, maybe it's mid, maybe I should have done Pragmata instead? I decided I can do both, and I'm gonna pick up Pragmata. I'm gonna look at it first time Saturday night, but we're gonna do this. I already bought it. It was $30, kind of a bit. I guess most indie games cost like $30 nowadays. The days of like a $10, $15 indie game, sadly, those are like way far behind. 20 to 30 is like baseline these days, huh? Meanwhile, regular ass games have only gone up from like 60 to like 70, 80. Comparatively generous, I say that, obviously an indie game is cheaper. That's nice, but not compared to where they were before. I'll say that much. Anyway, that's all I have to say up front. That's all I know. Let's get into it. Here we go. I would describe myself as a shooter fan. Rookie is the default. Just go with detective for now. Baseline, it said. Okay, here we go. We're starting. Let's see what this is all about. If I need to calibrate the audio, I will. We'll see what happens. I'm playing on the Switch 2. I've moved so that I'm not covering the health.
To get serious deja vu. Now, where did that bastard go?
Like here? That's probably good. Let's do it. So I see we have objectives. We have a compass up top. We have a cute heart with our health in it. This shirt, by the way, kind of styled in the same fashion as the game a little bit, except it has TTYD stuff on it. Let's have a look around. You move pretty fast. Oh, there's like a... If you click on the stick, you get a little dash. That uses stamina. You can kick with B... I'm sorry, with A on a Nintendo controller, Yeah, dash. You can dash. Clues everywhere. I mean, I know this is a detective game, but do you actually have to figure things out? Do you need, like, detective vision? Do you need to, like... Trail goes cold, use the brush.
Opening the door ain't rocket science.
Okay. This isn't like detective vision. This is a waypoint to where the fuck to go if you get lost. Okay. I thought for a second I'd have to investigate things and think, use my head. No, that's just literally, nah, you can get a waypoint if you want.
Jumping with style.
What's the duck button? Or what? Holding down right click. That's weird. That's a weird way to map that. I'll also say the dash isn't like a sprint, it's like a dash. And it's on left stick. That's kind of a weird mapping for like a honestly. Stop. Let me see them controls, how about? Where are them controls at? Clues, armory, collectibles, settings. Here we go. Let me see them controls real fast. So we got an alternate shot of crouch. Okay, first off, I want a crouch on A. And I want... Where's that melee? The kick. I want the melee on right click. Come on, that just makes sense. I want a jump inventory. What can I switch with dash? Because dash is sort of a... I could go with X for dash. A for crouch. Dash on X, inventory. Is there anything on minus? You can't use minus to map. Why not? Must be a different menu button. Let me see. Let me see here. What don't I have currently? Left click for inventory? That doesn't make sense. Grappling tailcopter. Cheese. Right on the D-pad, I guess. Sure. Right on the D-pad will do for now. That does feel weird. Hello, Rock Party. I'm going to change that real fucking fast. I want the dash can be on the stick. I do think that a dash like a teleport type dash is weird on left stick. I feel like that should just be a run button, but it's better than the alternative. And yeah, I'll sure the inventory can have X. Okay, let's go. This is just a thing.
First
Heal with
the
heal.
Weapon of a good detective.
Okay, let's go. Let's see.
So now there's
I
just
can
one
use
of you,
X to look at my stuff. Oh, it's that sort of inventory. Oh!
Wasting
And you can
my
press it
time.
to, like, switch between the last two things. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I wish that it was less of a dash and more of a sprint. That's my first comment here, is that I don't love the dash. I'd like to instead be able to just go like boop, 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 you know, just running in a direction. Interesting, it has typewriters to save, just like RE, Resident Evil. Hail picking. Okay, there's a lock picking gimmick. I see. I see. I understand this. You gotta put all your things through the things and then leave. That's certainly a lockpicking minigame. It's a little slow for my tastes. But whatever. How's the volume, by the way? Volume good. Rock party. Okay. Okay, so you shoot dudes. That's pretty self-explanatory. It looks real good.
In the book, he settles on closing doors behind him.
Oh, more of this. I'll say I feel like it's hard to imagine a lockpicking minigame that's longer than like 2 seconds long that I would enjoy, like, you know, 20 years after BioShock. I feel like we've all decided that lockpicking games are, lockpicking minigames are like, they're fine, but it's like, you don't need them.
It's over. You got nowhere left to run. I run toward the dream. A bright future ruled by big mice. Oh, you absolute pain. Hell.
We're gonna shoot that guy. The one thing I noticed real fast, this is the kind of shooter where you don't use left trigger to aim. In fact, you don't seem to have any ability to, like, aim down crosshairs. Personally, I like that. I like that much about it. Not a big aim down sights type person. I also do like how when you shoot a guy, they like hold up for a second. Makes it so that you can get your shit in while they're going, oh no, ow, ow, ow. Meleeing them stuns. Not bad so far.
What was that?
Sound is good? Alright. Alright, very good. I will say, sound-wise, there are some interesting options here. Insofar as, in the audio settings, you can set it so that the sound degradation, you can make it sound more like a...
Guy's got stamina, I'll give him that.
More like a wax cylinder, or like older, other, you know, historical... How historical these art cartoons sounded originally. And you can also change it, I believe, same with the graphics. You can be like, okay, you know, the graphics, they look quite nice now. Well, what's the difference between performance and... Sure, go... Y'all aren't gonna notice. Performance is probably good, considering that y'all aren't getting 4K anyway. It's better to see a frame rate than to see a resolution. Where is the... I thought there were... Did they not have the options here? Maybe they don't have them in-game. Maybe you can't change the filters in-game. But there's a bunch of, like, options when you're starting up. As far as, like, oh, do you want it to look like ass? Do you want it to sound like ass? Oh, and turn off the licensed music. Thank you. Do you want it to look like ass? Do you want it to sound like ass? You can... It can if you want. Let's make it sound good. Oh, jump. Anyway, seems charming enough so far. You just run and shoot dudes.
This guy in elevators.
There's a little bit to be said about how it handles crowd management, I guess. I don't know. My first impressions. Pretty simple game. I'm out of ammo. But I can just like kick dudes to death. I don't love the stamina, but I guess the idea there is that if you didn't have stamina, you would just be able to kick dudes repeatedly and get away with that. Oh, jeez. Hey, yippee, we broke the lock. Whoopee. Yay. There's some health. And a typewriter. Let's go.
Stop
It
right
looks
there.
real good.
The hell? He's way too
I'll say
far.
that.
I can hear you just fine, you meddling mouse. Really? With the engines and the wind? Don't care. Fair enough. I'll be there in a blink, all right?
Yeah, I
Not a
can hear him
chance.
too.
This is the end of the line for you, Peppa. We'll see about that.
Door is shut tight, so we need to finish this. One thing that I find a little annoying, just like early on now, I am noticing that like even if I position myself such that there's a guy in between me and the guy shooting at me, it looks like they're still able to shoot at me and hit me. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Friendly fire should prevent them from being able to manage that. Wait, are we dead? Apparently we're dead. Thought there was gonna be a tutorial there about like how to jump in midair. Oh right, I heard it was Troy Baker. Saw someone saying that maybe Troy Baker shouldn't have all the main character roles in video games. I don't know. He's fine. I don't have a problem with Troy Baker. I guess he does, you know. Whatever happened to Nolan North? Whatever happened to Nolan North? Where's he at these days?
Some falls don't begin in the sky. They begin in quiet rooms with friendly voices and fondue bottles.
I think this is
Mine
the
started a few weeks
non-prologue start of the
back.
game.
Sky was just the exit wound.
Let's
It began with a
let's
call.
go. Got through the tutorial.
Familiar. Wanda from the Mouseburg Herald.
Jack
Usually
Pepper.
She swings by the office
Ah,
with a lead. If it
that's
pans
pretty
out,
good.
She hears it first.
That's a pretty good name.
Simple, really. She gets her story, I get a few bucks to stockpile cheese, and for a moment, Mouseburg gets to breathe easy. But that day was different. She was tight-lipped. Meat on sight, details later. Had to be someone big. Recognizable. The kind that only says, oops, when they remember their mortal too. Something within me, old instinct, baby, said turn back. Let this one go. That this case was more trouble than it was worth. But, well, trouble is what I do.
I appreciate the style and how hard it commits to everything. You know, that's pretty good. I'm impressed as far as that goes.
Jack, over here.
So, are there like side quests? Why do I have a compass rose? Is it open world?
Jack,
I don't
here.
know. I think we're maybe going to find out
What's this
soonish.
about, Wanda? Care to toss me a cheese crumb? Or are we doing our usual tug of war?
I can give you more than a crumb, Jack. I can give you a magician.
A magician?
I'll just let
What,
the
like some
dialogue
wacko
play out.
waving a stale mozzarella stick in front of a bunch of bored middle-aged mice?
Ah, something like that. But this one disappeared mid-show, right in front of a handful of surprised mice. Some say it's a kidnapping. Others, I figured it might interest you. Goes by the name Magnificent Bandle.
Wanda Fuller.
Bandle. As in
Fuller,
Steve
Wanda.
Bandle?
One and the same.
That doesn't.
You
That's
know
not
him?
a. I don't
could
get the
say
pun
that.
there.
All right, I'm going in.
Maybe it's just
Hold
a
your
name.
whiskers, Jack. You're not gonna get past the yellow tape without cred. Or a pass. Here.
But it's you in the picture.
Let's just say the officer guarding the backstage is, intellectually innocent.
I'll give it a shot.
All right, let's do this. Go behind the scenes.
Huh. A lot of heat for one crime scene.
So already I've seen, you can tell when you look at characters that they're 2D drawings and not like 3D. I feel like the trailers were a lot better at like making it unclear, like they could have been rendered in the trailers, but now we're in the actual game. You can see like, oh yeah, it's just Psychonauts. It's like Figments, it's a 2D thing that faces you. Or like Doom. I've heard people mention Doom in relation to this game, and yeah, it's sort of a Doom type thing.
No entry.
I really don't know how you would fix
Oh,
that.
here
I
you
don't
go,
think that you really
officer.
can.
Oh,
It's sort of inherent to
looking
like
good, thanks,
using
fella.
2D sprites in a 2D drawings in a 3D world. I don't know you're going to get around that. I mean, Paper Mario gets by it by just having the characters be flat and facing you, and also the camera doesn't move. This is a shooter. You can't do that. That's not how it works. It's not possible to always have that feel consistent. I'm not, if they were like Paper Mario and mostly just like were just like flat, but you saw them from different angles sometimes, I feel like I'd like that more, honestly, versus like it kind of looks like this dude is turning to face me as I like jostle around. It sort of looks like he's like swinging his ass left to right accordingly, as well as the rest of his body. I don't know. Again, don't know how you would hope to do that in a way that wasn't like that, but I do think that I've always thought that it's weird whenever it is like that. That sort of thing looks a little bit off, a little bit weird, a little bit uncanny. If the guy's face is turning to face you, I think it'd be better if there was like a delay to it, right? Like if it looked like he was turning around to face you, rather than it being like locked on a right-on view, right? Like if occasionally it turned the other way, he turned the other way. Like it was more Paper Mario-y. You know how Paper Mario sometimes will go like, and his head will sort of fold a little bit. Like, these guys could use a little more independence from my asshole. Like, they should be able to look around and exist in the world other than to, look at me. Like, if they were slightly delayed in looking at me, even, that would help sell, like, them being not just locked on me. Also, seeing things from the top looks weird. Even in Paper Mario, that's a tough thing to, that'd be tough even for Paper Mario, honestly. Because that never happens there. Small criticism. Let's
All right, let's get this over with.
let's see. Old pages are stained with cheese to an unsettling degree. Most of the Mouseburg general upper crust, but one name. Most of it's Mouseburg's general upper crust, but one name stands out. Betty Duke's fiddle stand-in assistant. Complete with home address. Might be worth a visit.
An address book.
Okay.
Huh. Steve had an assistant, and she lives nearby.
I guess this is,
Life's treated you pretty good, huh, Steve?
there's a frog in the hat. Looks a little bit odd.
All right, the coast is as clear as it's gonna get.
Okay, so I guess there is a bit of detective work here. We're like following clues and trying to figure out who did something or other. Kind of funny, you know, that action intro was pretty straightforward as far as like, yeah, it was just a bunch of shoot. Hello.
Of course.
Just a
Flies
bunch of
always
shooting.
swarm rotten cheese.
Just a bunch of shooting, but this seems like there'll be some detective work as well. I guess in between shooting. Looks like there will be shooting, even if we're not like storming a enemy castle or a blimp or zeppelin or whatever. There'll be guys to run at us to shoot. I mean, we are strutting around gun out. You know.
Well, that was a speedy ticket for sure.
Ow, I'm dead. I'm dead. Ha! Load last save. Okay, so there's not like a checkpoint system or anything there. Okay, so what we're learning is that we should be saving.
That was a speedy
Oh,
ticket
there
for
is a
sure.
checkpoint. Okay. So I have very little ammo. Like really not much. Should I be like conserving it? I feel like I'm shooting about as well as I can do. But seems like this game might be a bit demanding. Oh, that guy crashed and now we can go in here. Is this just gonna be like a... The plot is going to be directing us to do like light investigation. Meanwhile, every couple of steps, like a bunch of dudes show up. Man, this might be more blatant even than like, you know what I liked? I liked an LA noir where occasionally it was kind of rare that like you had to shoot guys. You know, it kind of felt like a world where there were just guys running around to shoot. But also, you could just go through whole entire cases
Damn
sometimes,
Shinglers
just
and their explosive
nothing
barrels.
kicking up. This is more like, Yakuza is the random comparison I have. You know, this is like Yakuza, where every like, 10 feet, a bunch of punks are like, hey, you wanna fight? You wanna go? And you say, yes, I wanna go. Or actually, you don't have a choice because, they just see you running around with a gun and they think, oh, this fella, he wants to fight, he wants to shoot. Well, we'll oblige him of that. I guess let's put the gun away and see if that, makes a difference. It won't. It won't make a difference. Watch, we're gonna draw... Oh, hey, there's a guy. Hey, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea here. This is like Resident Evil 4. Whereas I understand it, sometimes you can shoot like a lantern or something. And that'll have an effect. Uh-oh. Shoot the... there we go. Shoot the string. That's not bad. More of that would be fun. More anvils, I guess. And nothing else. Maybe a piano? Maybe a piano would be nice. A fridge would be a good thing to drop on someone. That's fun. That's like the first thing other than the general style I've seen in this that made me go, oh, okay, good. Hey, boys! Boys! Ah! Good presentation. Okay, you know, again with the perspective stuff, I feel like it's weird that piles of ash turn to face you. They should just be static, dead, flat. I don't know. Maybe they are still alive, you know, it's a cartoon. No range there. It would also be nice if, like, when you kicked a dude, you, like, kicked them into their friends behind them. Like, that would make the kicking feel more, more powerful, more impactful.
Going down. No other way
As it is,
around.
it feels a little bit like, you know, you could do mitigation with it, but it's not going to, be all terribly effective. Hello. You don't want to fight me. I can tell because I put my gun away. These are normal people. Pretty nice looking. Style.
Excuse
You
me.
can't argue with the style, I think. Well, I guess I've been arguing with the style insofar as, like, you know, everyone's just turned to look at us like it's Psychonauts, Figments, or Clairvoyance. That guy, I like what that guy's doing a little bit, where his sprite is changing as we walk around him. That's nice. I prefer that to, people turning and staring. That's more like it. Also, if, like, you could see, like, a slightly side-on view in between, or otherwise, you know, the turning of the dudes, I think that'd be nice. Sexy lady rat. Is this what is that what you like? Well, she has a big, big cartoon ass. And the cheeks and, cheeked up on, multiple, in multiple ways there. That is impressive. Do people like this? Let me know if you like this. If this makes you go hubba hubba. I won't judge. It's cool. This one's also cute, a little bit mousy. Yeah, that's good.
Ever heard of patience?
Ever heard of move?
Yeah,
That lady.
welcome to public transit, bub.
Classy lady there. Little fella. Hobo. That guy's like a butler or something. Where the hell are we going? Out the door. Can I make it so that my crouch is a toggle, not a hold? I like to, mouse sensitivity, invert mouse, right stick dead zone, left stick dead zone, invert controller, aim assist, aim acceleration. Doesn't look like there's an option for like for toggle versus hold. Unfortunate. I like a toggle duck rather than a hold duck myself. Wait, actually, okay, it holds the duck for like a second after you click it. Sometimes it seems a little inconsistent as far as how the ducking goes. Maybe if you're like moving, it sort of becomes a little bit of slide. A little bit of one. Totally normal wall? Yeah, right. The way that the atmosphere and world works, and the mix of like, noir and, cartooniness I think is fun in this game. It's pretty. I like that bit. I like those parts a lot. Stop shooting me. Thank you. No entry yet. Cute. This is a cute game. That's how I would describe it so far. It's a cute game. And I don't mean that to sound, like, patronizing. It's just what it is. It's cute. I can't shoot, like, the no entry sign to open it up. That'd be funny if that's how it worked. I need to, like, follow the wire and hit a lever. That's it. Yippee! There we go. Now we have entry. Entry now, yes. Very well animated. I feel like there's just limited... If I have one feeling right now, right? It's that I feel like there's limited options. You know, I guess, you know, we're it's very early on. I only have the one fucking gun. Maybe eventually you get a second fucking gun. But, like, when guys are at range, all I can do is, like, pop, 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 pop. You know? Like, I feel like a second option... Or like a way to, you know, if I had a grenade, for instance, I'm not even a big grenade person. But like, if I had a grenade I could throw with like left trigger right now. Or like some sort of cartoony bullshit. You know, like what would be a good... What would Bugs Bunny do? Dynamite? Like stick of dynamite? Like a distraction or something, like if I could throw down like a little paper standee of like a sexy lady, and the villains could go and flock to it and go hubba hubba, and then I shoot them while they're being horny. The gameplay could use a little bit of the zaniness. That's all I'm saying so far. That's all I'm saying so far. This way. Also, the enemies could be more zany as well, rather than just being like a dudes with sticks and dudes with guns. You know, they look good, but, like, they're very basic.
The place. Now, which apartment was it?
I'll use my dusting prints thing, and it'll just tell me. And also, I will be able to tell because there will be 5 dudes in there to shoot.
What in the...
Okay, that's pretty zany. That's pretty zany.
Jeez Louise, lady. You're in pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve was so good to me. And now, without him, I just can't pull myself together.
Well, I mean... Never mind.
Dialogue trees.
I'm looking for Steve.
Well, who isn't?
Asking
He
for
went
appearance? I
and
thought that would be about her
trying to get the
split
money
into
they
2.
lost on the show. We're ruined.
Hey. No one's gonna hurt you. Anymore. All right. Any clue who'd want Steve, you know, disappeared.
Who wouldn't? But apart from the small gangs and the mobsters and the crazies and the girls,
I'm guessing
and the
that
police
everyone
and the...
dead is
Okay,
fine,
let
and
me
that's why
just
they
stop you
keep
right
coming
there.
at us. Given that, like, you can apparently survive being
Give me the first
bifurcated,
thing that comes to mind, all right? Go.
Ooh, the
burger
party.
style.
Not really the best time to celebrate.
Who knows about hot
The
dog style, though?
politicians, the big mouse party.
That
Yes,
much
sir.
remains to be
He just rubbed
seen.
shoulders with them more than once. He did like them haughty perfume girls and boys, but he likes the politics more. Just ask the stage designer.
Which stage designer?
The stage designer. He tagged along with Steve and his new buddies and did some gigs for them. He's working in the opera mostly.
Oh, you could have started with that.
All right,
The case
very cool.
stank of crime or cheese. I had to go back to the office and figure out which.
Okay, we're not going to ask, apparently, about, hello. Or, in the wake of new fad, race to the left? The number of smugglers start to dwindle. More former drivers decided to go somewhat legit by organizing races to the wetlands and the outskirts of Mousburg. They had to turn left at every opportunity. That's... I don't get it. That's not very funny. Okay, let's fight like a dozen people on the way down. You know, we try to have a noir moment here. You know, like, oh, you know, the rain was pouring down. You know, the damsel, you know, she told us what she knew, but what horrors await. But before we can, we have to fight like 20 guys who just showed up randomly who pick a fight. I might have been able to just drive away and not fight those guys.
When it comes to big shots and celebrities, Wanda might have some pointers.
The mix of, like, low stakes, slow burn storytelling, and just, like, dudes jumping you at every opportunity is weird. You know, it's fine, you know, this is a silly world full of silly people. You know, it makes sense, but...
So, what's up, John?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Plenty folks drinking, not a whole lot of them paying.
You wanna bind or something?
Oh, gods, no. And I ain't looking for no
Are
handout
there,
either. They
is
ain't
this a side
crooks,
quest?
Jack. Just broke as hell.
Then why keep serving them cheese? You know they'll just slap it on the tab and you will be waiting forever for the cheddar.
Ah, they're my folks, mostly. Shrews, you know? And when you're lucky enough to open a bar...
Is he a shrew?
You look out for the little guy.
Yeah, sure, but the little guy has to pay one day, right?
Somebody's paying. You, for one.
The dialogue could be zanier, too. Considering, like, you know, this is a zany cartoon world. You could just have it so that they're saying zany, wacky things. You know, tell a joke. What is this? A period drama? Crack a joke for what's the hell does Uncle Zoid say in Futurama? I took his figurine. The figurine laughs.
And I wasn't leaving without him.
Hello, chef. Guy's just on the bar. What are you doing?
So, Jack.
Not much to go on, but I met Bandel's assistant. There's this stage designer, see?
Roland?
Roland who?
Roland, the stage designer. Nobody ever remembers his name, so they just call him the stage designer. Quite the specialist. He can make anything, from tiny shrew-sized dioramas to huge
Oh, so
catapults
shrews are
filling
small,
limelights all over the stage.
Well, that's
small
something.
mice.
Shame you didn't bring him up sooner. Could have saved me some time. And bullets.
I don't know that much about
Hey,
shrews.
if I'd have known Roland was involved, I'd have told you. It's like the movie trailers. You only shout spoilers after you've seen the movie.
Yeah, well,
What?
either way. Step one's charting what I've got. This mess won't organize itself.
Hello. Poor woman. I'm gonna guess we go in... What? I don't have the compass anymore. But I guess it's fine because I know this is like the office. Oh, I gotta like do investigations. Apparently we went to a whole new phase of the game at some point. Traveling by car into a safe zone where people aren't jumping us all a ton. And now we have to do like investigation. I mean, it is mouse PI for hire. So I guess, you know, what did I expect? Other than shooting. Nothing, actually. I didn't expect anything other than shooting. That's pretty much all they've shown.
Then.
But it seems like it kind of has like a light, seems like this has like a light Alan Wake 2 type mystery board thing. Where you just put up random crap you find on the board, and then it tells you where you need to go. I wonder if... I kind of hope that stays light. Also, now there's a thing on the screen. There we go. It went away. Bug. Let's go to the opera, I guess. Okay, now we have like a compass rose showing us,
Hey, kiddo.
What's with the luck, eh? Did you get roped into another...
Not a chance. Hey, I'll
whatever.
catch you later, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
take a
Side
picture for me?
quest.
I've never been to the opera, you know. They'd never let a grease mousey like me in. But you,
Grease
with
mousey.
that trench coat and the whole manly mouse man thing going on, I'm sure they'll roll out the red carpet. Just one shot of the audience. It's gotta be crawling with flavor.
In my line
Okay,
of work,
you got it.
All right. One picture.
Some of the dialogue
Polite
is a
favor.
little,
Guess Tammy's little workshop makeover ain't quite finished yet.
it's a little long-winded. I feel like... Oh, hey, we can buy... We've been gaining up money this whole time. And apparently there is like a card system that, what does this do for us? Picture 8. Is this like a... What is it? Like a perk system? Paid trial? Okay, I don't know that the I don't know if we... What this does. Maybe it's for like a card game that you have. Comic books. I don't need to see that. Ammunition. Ammunition's free, you just have to find it. It is an ammo store. Maybe there's an upgrade store as well. So, where are we going now? Ugh. Dancing flowers. Okay. Hello, friend. Hello. I like that the spinach is 3D. Look at that. That spinach is 3D. Unlike everything else in the game that's flat. You can look around it and go to the other side. Oh, that's really nice. The cheese is also 3D. The stuff that they modeled in 3D and has the same style as everything else and maybe is a little bouncy as well, looks really nice. I wish that more of it was actually 3D. I kind of like looking at the 3D more than I like looking at the 2D. I'm sure the 2D was very hard and doing any fleshy sort of character in that style. Oh, what the hell? Like a map screen where you drive the car around. Oh, what the hell? Let's Folks, we just got to this very nice, lovely map screen. I think we're about to go on a little mission. We can drive out here to the Cruella de Vil manor and save some puppies maybe eventually. Can I go faster? Can I accelerate? This car is actually pretty damn slow, at least based on its scale and how it looks. I bet there's like side quests and stuff that you unlock over time and you can do on the map here, but for now, let's just start the next level, Mouseburg Opera. I'm guessing there's a level structure here. Basically, you know, you can take on some quests and crap, but...
Me and the Mouseburg Grand... Hey, is Roland working tonight?
Roland? Oh, the stage designer. Yeah, he's upstairs. Chewing
Yeah, the
fat
stage
with some
designer.
extras.
Hello, I'm coming in, and no one can stop me, and also I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna take your money. Duck in there. Okay, I had to duck under the door to get the money. I don't need to talk to a slick waiter.
They won't even know.
Dead. I'll climb into a vent.
Betty's dead? Hell, she was so nice. So talented.
I can turn on a flashlight. Do you really want to take it from behind the scenes, man? I wouldn't. I guess we're a detective.
Seems I'm
you know,
not
we're
the
taking
only party here.
serendipitous photos. Maybe that was for the investigation, not for our friend. Hello. How are you?
Well done, genius. You broke the damn air duct.
That was kind of zany. So what now? Where now? I guess I should talk to the person with the talking thing
Say, big
overhead.
guy, any way to get up?
Oh, you want to get in?
All right, fine. Here you
Okay.
Don't mind if...
go. The what?
Is this the only way to do, or you have to... Okay. Fine. Opens from the other side. It should say that. It should literally say on the sign, no entry, opens from the other side, rather than saying it on the Y button thing. That would be, you know, no entry yet is already kind of funny, but what if it was no entry, opens from the other side?
Why is it always locked doors and ominous moaning?
A little bit of lamp shading there. Calling attention to it doesn't make it better. Pro tip. Something to consider.
Pretty sure the fire department frowns on stuffing firecrackers into wooden
Oh, hey,
attics.
TNT. We actually do now have TNT. It is a separate weapon rather than a, It is a second weapon rather than like a sidearm. Which, personally, I don't like at all. I don't like having to switch weapons to, you know, do things like use TNT.
Hey, give me a
Like, if you could just hit left trigger and use it, and then gun with your other one, I think that would be,
Yeah.
more satisfying.
Damn.
You can use Y to switch, but I only have, you know, right now I only have 2 weapons,
Standard
so...
procedure. Little sucker punch before questioning never killed anyone.
What kind of cop are you?
As
A
I have
former
more
one.
weapons, I'll
And a
have
curious
less
one. Word is,
reason
you're
to ever
tied
switch
Steve
to
Vandal. I
TNT
got
specifically.
questions.
I guess I owe you that much. But not here.
You didn't do...
What? Hell no.
All
Those are
right.
damn extras. Came out of nowhere. Roughed up to performers.
They say anything suspicious?
No, but they have clubs and guns.
I mean, something about preparing for killing Stilton during the intermission and loading a big gun. Must be some lesser-known apparatus.
What could
Wait,
that
wait.
mean?
Stilton. As in Cornelius Stilton, the mayoral candidate Stilton?
I guess that's what
Man, I
that
don't keep up
means.
with politics. I just finished a 20-hour calibration on the stage cannon.
You moron. They're no extras. And they ain't prepping for a show. There's Stilton. And there's the big gun. Judging by them bootsteps. So much for staying incognito.
I already like shot like 10 dudes already here. Ooh. I noticed that the TNT is thirsty. Look at that TNT. Look at that TNT in the corner. Look at that TNT in the corner. Fucking just salivating. For what? I'm not sure. For who? Their lady TNT? Hey, a shotgun. I have to jump onto the table to grab it. Kind of odd. I like how each bullet type does have a different face. You know, the TNT is a little bit is horned. Meanwhile, the shotgun shells are little chonky little guys. That's fun. I like their face. Just have no face. Guns, they're like you know, they're like some tough customers. They're like a tough customer there.
The city's buzzing with people. Just not the kind I'd put on the guest list.
Okay, let's do it. Shotgun is nice. Kills dudes in one hit. Cancel that too sometimes. 2 and change. I like how when you reload, reloading with the shotgun, he just like puts in a whole handful of shells at once. That's a nice touch. It's a little bit zany. I wish that the gameplay could be zany or otherwise. I do have a... I can eat some cheese with up on the D-pad. Maybe there will be some stuff that we get beyond the that'll add to the zaniness in general. All right. Anyway, this is going okay. Don't know, like, I'm super impressed by anything really other than the style and just, like, how serious it is. I mean, I'll say I'm kind of impressed. What is that? Is that, like, ice? Hang on. That's a different symbol than, this would be oh, hang on. I can pick up the barrels. That's nice. I like to be able to do that. So, what do I do with the barrels, though? I can throw it? Okay. That's something. Like I've been saying, I feel like this could be a lot zanier, have a lot more energy. You know, like the world and the characters and the story is, you know, kind of a weird mix of the very serious and some with some zany touches. But like the gameplay is just pretty straight-laced. Just pretty much what you see is what you get, and what you see is basic. Where are we going? Oh, I need to, like, aim directly dead on to make that work. I'm gonna take this ice barrel with us. find someone to throw it at. And, do I need to, like, set down? That is indeed an ice barrel. Yes, I need to set down the, barrel before it can. Oh, God! Okay, so there's, explosive barrels. And there's fire barrels, and those two are different things. Who's shooting me? Who's shooting me? Oh. The TNT does not one-hit kill? It's TNT! What do you mean it doesn't one-hit kill? What kind of fucking TNT doesn't one-hit kill? I should have killed him dead. And also it takes a kind of a long time to switch from TNT to like a different weapon or whatever, so... Or like TNT to a gun that I had ammo for, so... Kind of, I don't know. Could be smarter about that. Could be smarter about that. Alright, another one of these fights. Let me throw... The barrels are heavy. I guess that makes sense. Hard to throw them very far. It's not like you have a gravity gun or anything. It'd be fun if you could kick them. You know, like kick them at an enemy and have that be effective. I bet you if I tried kicking... I bet if I tried kicking a barrel, it would explode. So I probably shouldn't kick the next barrel I see to see if it's like, you know, to see if it's like in, like Serious Sam or something. Or like you kick it, it goes flying and very satisfying explosion. Gonna be a very unsatisfying blowing up in my face, I think.
Feeling a little stage fright creeping in.
Let's see now. Gotta find one barrel and kick it. Next barrel I will kick. Oh, there's an ice barrel.
Where the hell did they come from?
Oh, it did look like it sort of went flying there. I think it went flying for the most part. There wasn't much distance between us and the wall, so it didn't go flying especially far. But I think it did fly. You gotta try that again. In a place where we are more likely to, succeed. I don't have any... Don't have any gun ammo. So shooting that guy up on the ledge is a slow process. I think we'll get through this and maybe call it. Maybe that'll be enough. We've gone about an hour so far. I don't know there's that much more to see as far as like what this game is. We have a pretty good idea. Sort of a linear, straight-laced shoot 'em up in a zany world that has like a couple of funny things about it, but only a couple. Here and there, very sparing with the silliness. At least as far as the gameplay is concerned. That dude like has a Kamek warp. And like, yeah, if you were to compare it to Doom, I don't know it'd be a very good comparison considering it is kind of slow. It is kind of like, it's not as fast as like Doom is. If you want something like with the intensity of Doom, this isn't it. It doesn't have much in the way of intensity per se. It's kind of a plodding, as far as the combat goes, as far as the action goes, it's plodding. Kind of slow pace, kind of, you know, straightforward. It doesn't have cover, doesn't have anything, really to think about as far as strategy goes. You sort of run at the dudes and use your weapons. Alright. Oh, there's some more guys there to shoot. What a surprise. It looked really weird from above. What is this dude doing? I'm gonna hold off on killing that dude. I want to know what he's doing. When you run out of the pistol ammo and just have to like... When you run out of the pistol ammo, it's not great. Dealing with guys at pistol range. You know, the game does offer you the opportunity to buy... The opportunity to, like, buy, ammo in between levels, I guess. So maybe the idea is like, yeah, you're supposed to get your own, oh, hey, there's some more ammo.
Don't take it personal, like.
Teleporting motherfucker. At very least it freezes when you're in the thing, when you're in the menu. And we have to do the puzzle over again now that we died. From full health, too. From full health, too. Oh, maybe we don't this time. What are the... Why? That guy takes a good amount of hits. You know, I'll say again, I think what this game needs is, like, something compelling to do with the left trigger. You know, if this was, like, if this had, like, the basic gameplay of, like, Bioshock or something, you know what I mean? Where you had plasmids, and, like, with your left trigger, you were doing, like, the dynamite. What the fuck was that? The crate exploded? What do you mean the crate exploded? Was that an explosive crate? Fucking... Tell me it's before the fight. Oh, after the fight. After the fight. Spiked. Oh, there's like mucky water here. Electrified water. I guess that's water. Did I like fall in the water there? I guess I did. I don't know. Looked like it was the crate to me, but fuck do I know. Oh, we go up here through the Thermopyline. This really
Almost
needs, I
there,
think,
Jackie.
like a goofy set of plasmids to use as alt fires. You know, like the guns can be straight-laced in like a BioShock type game, but if you have like cool lightning and like cool wind, or like, oh, maybe you can summon a anvil with your left bumper, or set up a anvil trap. You know, if you could do stuff like that,
Do I look like a clown to you?
this would work, I feel like. But as is, it's just really dry. Really basic. And, you know, the presentation is the only thing it has going for it. And the world, I guess. The world's not bad. Also, it sucks when you're out of ammo. Shooting things in the environment like ice barrels is kind of cool. But again, like if that was just a plasmid that you could use at any time, or based on a meter or whatever, it'd be a lot, it'd be really cool.
Ah, namaste, traveler.
Much better,
What brings
would
you
be.
to this ancient place of learning? It's a basement. Under a brand new semantic. It's a shower.
Okay, what's up? Just tell me.
go. Now, listen closely. This here's an ancient
Maybe this is cool,
technique
hang on.
passed down by a legendary
What if this
guru
system-
back in New Rotterdam. Changed
What
my
if there
life.
is a,
Cost me the ribs, but changed my
plasmid
life.
type system?
Here's the deal. When you jump, just act like you didn't. Clear your mind. No thoughts.
Oh, there's
Nah,
just
that's
it's
not
just
work,
it's just
Chief.
saying there's
The
a double
great
jump.
wheel of infinite. All right, sure, why not? Certainly trusted worse advice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of double jump. That it's fine. A double jump is not quite good enough, I think, but it's a start. I'm suspecting it might be an end. My suspicion is it might basically be an end. As far as this game goes, you know. I say that. I don't fucking know. Maybe it gets really interesting. Maybe in like 3 hours, I'd be going like, oh wow, you know, a lot going on. Too much even.
Back
Let's
on
go.
track. Now with new tricks. All right, let's shut this thing down. Make it nice and useless.
Well, I can at least point it away from
Pepper
our
saves the
guy.
day and somehow starts an actor's strike.
Who the hell is this, and why am I lady with a spear? Or big dude with a spear faking being an opera singer?
Must be some opera thing.
This is a boss. Look at this, the game has bosses. This is no, you know, this is no Cuphead type, this is no Cuphead caliber boss. Like, this enemy is kind of low-key indiscernible from a basic enemy, from like your run-of-the-mill dudes that are just running around outside. Can't be stunned, apparently, is one differentiator. Also, probably I want to be using the pistol and not the TNT, given that the TNT, can't be stunned with a kick anyway.
She's crazy. Must be some opera thing.
I mean, I can double jump, I guess. Double jumping is cool, I'll say that. Can I, like, punch her to death the rest of the way?
At least Stone did get blown
Yes.
to come.
Yes, I can. I now have to escape the opera house using my brand new double jump ability. And, also with my fists.
Crap. Well, at least the framing's solid, all things considered. Let's get that picture for Tam.
I need to... This is a good shot. Hang on. Are there an audience? Kind of on fire. Alright, well, if she's happy with it, that's fine then. We can save again.
Hot, 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 hot. Oh.
Okay, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's finish it. We're almost done here. We just gotta get out of here, and then I will regale y'all with opinion, I guess. I think, you know, there's nothing I haven't said already that I need to say. Feel like, why don't I just exit right here? You guys are running into a burning building, you know that? Okay, that's why, because as soon as I finish the fight, the doors close. No, it's quite dangerous to be in a burning building. You generally don't want to be. It'd be cool if, like, the fumes just, like, came lower and lower, blocking off more and more of the screen. And sort of acted as, like, a timer for you. And, it, like, if it engulfed your whole perspective, you're dead. That'd be a smart way to do it. Why am I doing a lockpicking minigame in the middle of a hectic escape? Why did the music get all serene? The building's on fire. Mouse. Where are we going?
So close and yet no cheese stick. A better inn for a private
Leave the drama for the pros, eh?
Oh, the stage designer's behind the door.
A second.
And he's gonna open it. So you're the stage designer. Right, we talked to you earlier.
Thanks, pal. I almost got roasted back there.
It comes with the territory. You
Why does it only open from the outside?
Anyway.
It doesn't make
you saved my
sense.
skin back there from those extras,
It should only open from the inside.
Quid pro quo.
Told you they
Like a
weren't
Tesla.
extras. These were real bad guys with real bad intentions. Now about Bandle.
Look, Detective, I'd love to help, but I don't know much. We mostly just knock back cold ones downtown. Besides, it's not like he hasn't gone off the grid before.
Not like this.
Okay,
Not
okay.
mid-performance. Steve doesn't just vanish. He orchestrates it, turns it into a spectacle. This is different. I've known him a long time. We went through hell together. Back in the old
world, yeah. You're Jack Pepper?
I'm
Damn.
touched, but let's not do that. Look, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
where he is. Fine.
Yeah.
Well, he's been keeping to himself mostly.
He's
brought
not
any
having any
confrontations?
ladies, but he has a lab
Oh,
under
he's
a
had
mansion.
Secret lab, huh?
Where's the mansion?
Sorry, Detective, but he's been worryingly private.
No one knows.
Yeah. Good luck.
Bring him
I
back.
had my next
Okay,
stop
thank you.
lined up, but not a clue where it was.
Okay, I think that's the game. I think we have a good idea, like, what the hell it is. How about one last thing before we end? Let me see if I can drive any of these places out here. see what the hell Roadhouse is. There's like a couple things here that don't appear to be locked, though mostly out here it is locked. Like you can't go in the Cruella de Vil house apparently. You can't. I guess the thing is, like, if it looks like background versus foreground, that's like the differentiator. And if it's locked up, it's locked up. Is the only thing that we can go to other than the main PI office slash town area is that little roadhouse. Oh, there's a roadhouse up here too. As well as those look like something. Nope, not something. They're just slightly lighter colored. And there's the tinsel, the movie studio area. What's Roadhouse? What is Roadhouse? Last thing I wanna answer here before we end. What? It's just a bar? Bar, there's some NPCs around. I can play baseball cards. Okay. So there's like a Gwent. Sure. Divided into 5 rounds. In the first inning, you play as the batter. In the second, you switch to the pitcher. Okay. So there's a Gwent. It's asymmetric. That's interesting. What do we do here? If your player plays one of their player cards and you're the batter, they play a pitcher. Player cards. If you're the batter, they play a pitcher and vice versa. I guess we're trying to, like, do higher than them? If they have the in hand, they can do tactics, which boosts the selected player's ability. Okay, so this is like a... Can you do higher than them? You want to run out, let's see now. We're at bat, I guess, so let's play, we'll go all in, I guess. We'll do a 6. If the batting skill is higher than pitching, the batter hits the ball and becomes a runner. If he misses, they're out. If tactics are in use, the values are added to relative ability. If batting and pitching skills end up equal, it's decided by a coin flip. Apparently, I started giving up while the thing was happening by hitting B. I don't want to give up. Runners on the field will move a select number of bases based on their speed. Oh, cool, great. Because I... Okay, I hit the B button, and that used the dialogue that was under the thing. Okay, great. A little bit of a bug there. Bounced us out of the Gwent. That's fine, I'm not a big Gwent person anyway. Not huge on Gwent. Is all this is just a place where you can do Gwent? I guess you can also get some free ammo? Oh, it's a store. Right, okay. And you can buy some cards for the mini game. I don't care for that. You can buy comic strip. Where do I look at that? Apparently I can't pause while I'm here. There's no menu, anything of that sort. It's a strip, not like a comic, like a... It's just what you see is what you get. Okay. They say no one crime story... No one crime story... Wait, what the fuck? They say... Oh, not no one's crime story. No one crime story really starts until someone drops dead. Weird phrasing. I don't have any more money, so I can't afford to find out where that goes from there. Okay. I paid too much money to play Gwent. What about the other one? Is the other one just the same thing, but in the boonies? Does it have, like, different people? Imagine if we got there and they were a bunch of, like, farm fuckers. Did it crash? I think it might have crashed. I wonder if the save... I wonder if the save is, saved. I think it crashed, probably probably because of that glitch earlier. Probably we were left it in a weird space, a weird state. I don't know. How about we reset and see where it leaves us? And if we're in the burning building, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna call it a night. But also, we're gonna call it a night. Just right soon here. I don't know if I saved after getting back, but there should be autosaves. I think it'd be reasonable to have an autosave as well as a non-autosave. Oh right, there was one thing I was wanting to do, actually. Come to think of it. One last thing. I just thought of one last thing. Oh, imagine if we're stuck in the bar, actually. Imagine if we're stuck here on account of being stuck here in an error type state. Okay, now we can afford... Oh, you can just see the comic pages. Okay. Damn, another shrew hit the floor. Every body is still a body. I don't usually stick my nose in these things, but John kept pushing. Says it wasn't an accident. Killed himself, bah. Probably didn't. I went to the crime scene after being talked to by the guy. One last thing I want to try, actually. One last thing that just occurred to me, at the very end here. I have one more idea as far as, something I just would like to, try before we end. In addition to seeing what up with this roadhouse over here. I just remembered this game has mouse controls. We should, You think there's a fight here? It'd be cool if there was. Hello.
Yeah, I'm broke.
This one is just another roadhouse. It doesn't look like it's in the boonies. It looks like it's in the city. Okay, whatever. Can I get another action scene real quick? Video game? Let's Okay. 1 second, let me grab it real fast. Let me grab my Joy-Cons real fast. Let's go ahead and change grip order. Okay, beautiful. One last thing. I just remembered. One last thing. I just remembered this game has mouse support. Mouse support. You can play it like mouse style. Why isn't the controller doing anything? Don't tell me like switching. If you switch controllers, it loses track of. I'm using the player one. This is player one now. Hello? Does it not recognize it because I switched? Do I need to turn on my my Pro controller? Yes, I need to turn on my Pro controller. That's weird.
Haven't seen Steve in ages. No idea where he's been living these days. Best I just start laying down the clues.
How about I... Can I... How about I quit out and then I come in with these controllers? Yes. Okay. Seriously, one more thing. I want to see how the mouse feels. I'll say, I didn't end up going mouse in some other recent first-person games on Switch 2. You know, like Metroid Prime 4, it was actually easier in that game to go with the motion controls to have a go at it. But in this game, you know, we'll see. Let's try it out. I mean, I don't think there's that much you have to do control-wise with face buttons. You know, it's not like with Metroid Prime where it's pretty,
No idea where he's been living these days. Best
let me try to get a nice, One second. You know what? I got a thing for this now. Let me throw it to a break for 2 seconds. The camera was confused because it lost track of me. I am back. I just went and grabbed let me show you. I got this thing recently. That's like a little desk thing that I can put on my little lap desk. And that's gonna help me with the mouse controls, I think. It's gonna help me with the mouse controls and stuff. I use a mouse on my couch all the time, but usually I use it with the other seat where the you know, the armrest goes all the way out on the right-hand side. This side, the love seat, only goes so far, so it's not as comfortable to use. My hand has to be like somewhat pulled in, which is pretty uncomfortable. This has very let me see. Let's adjust real fast. Can I adjust the sensitivity? It's very sensitive as far as the let's cut by half. I guess like okay, this is I'm barely moving it, like a hand's length away. Let's try to get into a fight scene. Let's go just a little bit further. Try to fight a dude.
And give the car a proper wash. I'll be here for a bit.
Corny. What's he doing here?
Apparently you can't skip the this crime scene stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Skippable. I hope that having a little bit of a desk under my on my lap doesn't really alter the sound quality at all. Maybe a little bit of sound is like bouncing up from the desk. I don't think that's a real concern.
Read all about it.
I'm broke, little kid. Hey, Chard. We're just about done here, but I'm testing one last thing before we end. One last thing. I just want to see how the mouse controls are.
What?
Yeah, well, there's...
Huh?
What?
No.
Yeah, well, always happy to...
Side quest.
You know.
I got some money now. Sure, give me this stuff. It was clean, kind of clean on Uptown now. Goes get. They get a good job. Had to work with the concierge. Boy, did he talk. Oh, you're the guy.
Good to see you.
Likewise, Cornelius.
Oh,
No kidding.
Yada 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 yada.
Not
Guy
like-
is
oh,
missing.
better yet.
Like Cor-
Well, you did.
Yeah, more than once.
I don't care about. I think I've decided already. I don't care about the plot. Not very much, no. I mean, it doesn't help that we're at the end of a long stream. I'm ready to end, and you know, I say a long stream. It actually hasn't been a long stream. It's been like an hour. Actually, no, it's been 7:30, so it's been like two and a half hours. Okay, that's medium long. The plot's a little serious, a little bit bland. I feel like the zaniness of the world is cool. I like that much. Okay, seriously, one more last thing. I got the Joy-Cons. I just set up the mouse controls. Let's shoot some guys and see how it feels as a mouse and as a Switch 2 mouse game. Plus, I should try this with Pragmata as well when I play that on Sunday. Ooh, it feels weird to jump using the side of a Joy-Con like this. What's my melee button again? Oh god, it's right click is my melee button the way I remapped it. Right click is not I'll say, you know, perhaps maybe why they made it so that B was melee rather than the alternative is because like when you have mouse controls, clicking the stick does not work. It's not good at all. Oh no. So that's a little awkward. But also, like, I can't imagine having to hold down the right stick for crouching. That would also be bad with mouse controls. I suppose the difference is you don't have to do that in the middle of battle, middle of combat. Mouse controls might be awkward generally. Has anyone enjoyed a mouse game on Switch yet? I feel like, you know, as much as people think shooters are better with mouse, I do think that, like, it'll be the reserve of, like, MOBAs and strategy games and things like Civ. Not so much, also, like, I feel like the rumble against the little table that I have here, the little desk I have on my lap, kind of making noise, isn't it?
White cable, Jack.
Okay, there we go. If we ever like step around these guys like Paper Mario style a little bit, and you saw like a side-on perspective, albeit still from, you know, as if they were flat, I think that would be better. I think that'd be better. Oh well. The first-person shooter stuff, the mouse controls feel fine. They're a little bit. I feel like just the lesson I'm learning here is that the stick is an awkward way to control things. Clicking on the stick is awkward when you're using mouse mode, which I guess is why they default mapped it like this. I need to hit B and then A and then B. B, wait, damn it. Kick should be A. Okay, the way mapping works is a little bit clunky as well. Okay, this works better with the mouse controls, but also now it's clicking in the stick to duck. Honestly, maybe you map the right stick to duck, and then you go without a dash, or otherwise, you know, I don't know what I don't feel like the bumpers have come up yet. What does it say the bumpers do? Bumpers are tailcopter and grappling tail. Those haven't come up yet, but they sound like they might be important. Oh, hey. I mentioned earlier it'd be cooler if the dynamite you could use it whenever. It is mapped so that left on the D-pad lets you throw a dynamite. Still, I think it'd be better if it was like a plasmid or something, rather than like it is. I like the octopus. All fine and good. The anvil was probably the best bit. Probably the best part of bit of little of zaniness of gameplay. Hang on. I just got a sci-fi gun. This might be something. This might be zany. Tell me this is zany. Looks like it fires like poison balls or something. One last chance to impress me with some zane. Okay, it like fires acid. That's cool. Like an acid gun. Or like a acid grenade launcher. Let's get through that battle and then maybe we'll call it. This looks like some sort of Joker type setting with you know, like a fairgrounds, except it's in a factory. Not sure. These guys look like they might be cultists. Yep, they melt when you melt them with acid. They turn into bones. And that goes through shields too, that's pretty good. Let me pick up this barrel and throw with A. Barely did anything. I feel like mouse controls might be better if you had like an adapter for them. Has anyone made like a Joy-Con mouse adapter yet? That like puts the buttons like in a more comfortable place? Maybe makes it so that the stick is also more accessible than it otherwise would be. It's just awkward now. Maybe put some buttons on like the other side so you can have like you know, the buttons you're using. These three fingers you're not using for anything, they could use a button. I don't know. I guess maybe mouses don't typically have stuff for fingers other than your main, your center two, and also the thumb. I can't do a navigation thing right now. Very odd. Where are we going? Also, it's weird when you're in this. Do you select using the mouse here? No. I don't think you do. It's with the left stick, which feels weird to me. Oh, maybe it is the case always because I'm using the left stick, the right stick here, and it doesn't do anything. And I guess you always select with the stick. Oh, this is a cartoony lab. Kind of kooky and fun. Let me find somewhere to save, and the next save point, we'll wrap this up. Tell me where I can go and find a nice save point game. That's all I'm looking for right now. That's all I need. I presume it has to be this way because we already went this way. There was nothing here besides a handful. Oh, hang on. There we go. Get a switch. That opens up the electric thing. Turpentine. Turpentine is like what the hell is turpentine? Turpentine is like a thing from the past, I guess. Turpentine is something that sounds like it came from like the 1920s
don't tell me I gotta get
and earlier. I got a hot pepper, and it does something. Oh, it makes all my shots incendiary. That's cool. Also, fire and electric the goo seem to have basically the same effect on enemies. the poison goo. They were on fire earlier, not soaked in the white stuff. You know, poison. It feels okay. I don't have a problem with the way the shooting was before. And I don't feel like, you know, I feel like just switch to gun controls, mouse controls, just, don't necessarily elevate a game. So, you know, basically my opinion remains, the same as before. I wouldn't say that this is terribly, better than without the mouse controls. That's alright. If you're looking to play it this way, and, you could. The only shooters that I play with mouse controls, the only shooter that I play with mouse control, personally, is Overwatch. And, TF2 before that. Marvel Rivals, if I played any Marvel Rivals. Haven't played any Marvel Rivals in a hot minute. Is this a boss? Well, it's a good stopping point. It's a good, okay. I can kill you. The robot. You're using a, like, science gun. Don't know what a robot is? This reminds me of the Metroid Prime boss where you jump over the fire. I need to use the dash to get out of dodge. There. Yeah, very Metroid Prime original. The Wasp Hive boss coded. The Sentry Wasp Hive thing. Except it's you can run out of ammo because this game has limited ammo. I need a health. Okay, I think we're 1/3 down. And I can use the dash to, like, dodge a little bit. Didn't seem to work great, honestly. Dodging doesn't seem to work great on this boss. Let's finish this. My wrist is getting tired from aiming with this controller. In a way that it doesn't after playing Marvel or Overwatch. Playing mostly Overwatch. And I'll say I mostly play Overwatch these days from the couch with a mouse and keyboard on the couch. So, like, it's not that different from what I'm doing now. This is just, the Joy-Con controller just hits different. Also, it's like vibrating violently every time I shoot. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's like pretty fucking HD, I guess. I guess it's pretty HD. HD Rumble. How the fuck am I supposed to dodge that? How the fuck am I supposed to dodge that? I dashed out of the way. Fuck you. It, like, locks onto you and shit. I'll say the goo gun doesn't seem to be very good against that boss. So, let's just go shotgun until dead, I guess. There's a place to hide, like, behind cover. I guess maybe we need to go find that.
Don't want any of that, not even one iota.
Oh, there's, like, glass. Okay, this is glass. I'm supposed to hide behind the glass. Kind of, sometimes the black and white styling makes it not obvious what things are. Makes it hard to tell what you're supposed to be, doing, I guess. Okay, I'm out of the good ammo. Why am not I picking? Okay, that's not ammo for the... Probably ammo for the wrong gun. I think at this point, just like stand still and open fire, hope for the best, and that'll be enough. Not even gonna dodge. More of a trouble. Oh.
Mozzarella on a stick.
Checkpoint.
This thing looked an awful lot like Steve's old stage girl.
Did it? I don't know.
Master.
Oh, there's a character who wants to talk. Igor. Okay, I see. I know that reference. Let me save, and we'll end next time we see a little bit of a save station. Yeah, I'll say I think that the Switch 2
that definitely
needs an
did
adapter
something.
to make it more mouse-like. The Joy-Cons just aren't comfortable to hold for that long in this weird position. Especially when your controller is vibrating, being all silly. Oh, they just introduced a new element to the lockpicking. Now you gotta avoid little annoying little things. Wow. Wow, so fun. I missed one. Wow. Wow. Gameplay. Gameplay. You almost want to use the D-pad, except it's kind of suck ass on a Joy-Con. So I ended up using the stick there. And I feel like that can just very easily backfire. Get a bad input there, and well, you can rewind it and shit, but it's just inconvenient, isn't it? Okay, I guess we need to go back the way we came to solve a puzzle. Dude. Just like electricity there. Fucking waypoint system. Whatever. I feel like we're getting more of an idea how this game goes, and just like, you know, I'll say, like, it's not a good sign generally when you're playing a game and it's like, I want to stop playing the game. I want to do something else now with the rest of my evening. And that's not a good sign. And that's the place where I am with this. Oh, we have to hit this switch and free Igor.
Hello, dear sir. I mean, master.
I'm
a different guy.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm the... Oh,
Yeah, you're Igor.
That's not quite
I
what
know,
I'm
Igor. I better get going.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get along just splendidly.
Okay, flip the switch. It's probably good now. Yeah, I had to say hello to Igor. And now I can... presumably... Fuck you. How do I get in there? What about this door? Probably opens when a dude comes in. It's been too long since the last save. Why does this area not have... Oh! Wait, no. Thought that was a typewriter for a second. Just ammo. Just ammo. The room with the clown. The room with the clown would be a room that it makes sense to have a typewriter for saving in, because this is like the main hub or something. But it doesn't. Seriously, what the fuck? Where's the fucking save point? What are we doing here? There were save points all over the first fucking level. And this one, none to be seen, none to be found. Did they forget? Weird thing to forget, I think. Hey, Igor, do you know where Oh, hang on. What about this little room here? This would be a good place for a save point. But no. Igor, where's your fucking save point? Seriously. What the fuck? That switch was already used. I can grab some money. Look around. Again, my hand is tired of the mouse controls, but I will stick with it to, but I don't know why. What if I shot a barrel? If I hit save and quit, is it going to tell me like, oh, you know, last autosave 5 minutes ago? Oh, I had to shoot the barrel. I did have to shoot a barrel to open the way. Okay. Thanks, unhelpful waypoint system. Not pointing out the barrel I have to shoot for like fucking 5 minutes. That was really cool and good design. Oh, here's a fucking typewriter. Let's go. Alright. There we go. Switch that on or whatever.
Well, it's working. Whatever it is.
Well, it's working, whatever it is. I'm just noticing I'm covering up a little bit of the cheese thing. It's fine. I'm just covering up just the tip of the cheese. Just the very top of the cheese thing. You're not missing anything. Well, folks, that was hang on one second. Let me put these Joy-Cons away, for fuck's sake. Let me put them back on the Switch. Alright. Let's go ahead and that's gonna do it for Mouse PI. Funny enough, it does switch back to the regular controller when you remove when you put your Joy-Cons away, so go fucking figure. That's a weird bug that we saw earlier. Anywho, I made myself all nice and big, and final thoughts? How about final thoughts? Maybe I should do final thoughts before we depart. I think it is a beautiful game, immaculately designed, but I feel like the gunplay and the and like the story is fine for what it is, you know, a very serious affair. The world is pretty, I like its creative little flourishes and references to old-timey bullshit, but I do think I fall on the side of saying that the gunplay is just a big lead balloon or a big lead weight around its feet, you know. Though I did by the end get like a kind of interesting gun in the Devarnisher, you know, a acid gun, You know, the guns are pretty basic. They're pretty much just you shoot them, you shoot enemies, and that's it. They're just basic guns that you shoot enemies with, and the enemies similarly are just like, they run at you and they shoot you, and the only thing you can do with them is either kick them or shoot them back. And you can use a TNT apparently by hitting left on the D-pad automatically, but what I would really like would be a more reliable, like, I would really love it if this game was more like a BioShock, you know, where you had like your basic boring weapons, but also you had like lightning or like cartoon violence options on your left trigger, and if you could mix and match those accordingly gameplay-wise, I think it would be a lot more interesting. As is, it's just so basic, you know, it kind of feels like a waste of the cartoony setting, of all the world building, of all the like wackiness in the world. You know, it kind of feels a waste of the wackiness. It is wacky as far as the world goes, as far as the art goes, as far as etc. But like gameplay wise, it's dry. It's bone dry, gameplay wise, and you know, I find that somewhat disappointing. I'll say I think that the seriousness of the writing is like fine. You know, by the end I was skipping over a bunch of it because I feel like you know, I'm just kind of fatigued, kind of bored, and kind of just I want to get. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like done with the game. So like I don't care to engage with like paragraphs of like you know, noir type dialogue, but I wouldn't say that was like a problem. It's like a big problem. I do think it could be more wacky, a little bit more consistently wacky as far as the writing goes, but you know, if the gunplay was good, I think the writing would just read as like an LA noir type thing. It would read as fun and good. Other thoughts, the side quest system feels unnecessary. The basic gunplay is just basic and fine, but it's basic and fine. Again, I really like a lot of the stuff around the game, but just playing it drags, and that's that just you know, it's just a little bit dull. It's a little bit dull, a little bit plain, and just very head empty, no thoughts. You know, the fact is, there's not that much tactically you can do other than shoot guys good. Shoot guys good before they shoot you. I do like that when you shoot them, they get stunned, and that makes it so that you can, like, you know, without cover, because this game doesn't have, like, cover in so much as its design and all that. That does allow you to, like, not take damage from guys who are shooting you, and that's, like, nice and all, but I don't know. I'm coming off closer to a 3 than a 4, I would say. I would say closer to a 3 than a 4 based on my first couple hours, and honestly, like, you know, I don't know how much farther I'll go, given that it's closer to a 3 than a 4. Does the Nintendo Switch Online store have refunds? I wonder. 3 hours in? It probably doesn't. It's fine. I'll manage. Anyway, that was Mouse PI for Hire. It is what it is. We're going to be doing a few more streams in a row here. Been doing a bunch of streams in a row since Sunday, and tomorrow will be no different. But also tomorrow will be a normal stream. It'll be Mario Maker 2 viewer levels, and it'll be at the normal time, 6 p.m. I need to prep for that and get cards and stuff all made up for that. I already got some of the prep done, at least, so that's fun. That'll be tomorrow at 6 p.m., just under 21 hours from now. Look forward to that. It'll be a regular viewer level stream with a modest amount of things to talk about. Then, this weekend, I'm going to do 2 extra streams. One late night, Saturday night. I'm going to get started on Pragmata. That is the more promising of the 2 recent releases. People say it's really good, really great, a surefire hit, and I'm going to take their word for it. I'm going to grab it And I think on the Switch 2, I need to decide whether I'm doing Switch 2 or like Xbox or whatever. Probably Switch 2. Let's just go Switch 2. I like the Switch 2, and want to trust that games will be fine on Switch 2 until I'm given sufficient evidence otherwise, I guess. That'll be Saturday night, and then on Sunday afternoon, around 2:30 p.m. Central Time, I'll be doing the last bit of Shadow the Hedgehog. Yesterday and a week ago, we did 2 Shadow the Hedgehog streams over the last week and change, and got through 2 routes, the hero route and the neutral route, the most hero route and the most neutral route. And on Sunday, we're going to do the most dark routes. And I think that'll do it for Shadow the Hedgehog. We don't need to do any more after Sunday. That'll be fun. That'll be nice. Finally, one more stream on the docket. That's RE4 Remake. And that'll be Monday, the second stream of that, starting from when you meet Ashley. And I'll say I don't know where the game goes after that because I've never played it or the original. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to getting farther in that and trying to probably get through that in like four-ish streams, I guess, at this current pace. I think there's 16 chapters, and we got through 4 of them, so probably like 4 streams of that. RE4 Remake. Excellent. Here's all of that, but in calendar form. You can see also, if you look a little farther, that after RE4 Remake, I'm going to take it easy until the viewer levels next week, which I think will be well earned. And then the following week, Soros will be added as an additional stream on the schedule, but nothing else. Going to be later on stuff the following week. But hey, you know, I got lots of ideas. I have lots of things I'd like to stream. Maybe I'll do more in the future. Maybe I'll add some. I don't know what I'm currently planning for May. We'll see a May schedule soon enough. Hello, STN Guyen. I'm ending. I'm at the end of the stream here. I'll say Mouse PI, little mid. So those were my final thoughts on Mouse PI. Immaculate visuals aside, kind of a little mid. That's gonna do it for tonight, folks. That's when you'll see me next. That's when I'll be back. Let me send anyone on Twitch somewhere or other, and I will catch y'all next time. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Let me go ahead and send y'all to... Let's see who's online. Let's see who's going. Looking around and seeing what people I follow are playing. I haven't seen the Windbag in a minute. Wow. I can send you to the Windbag. I don't care. Snowbike Mike is playing Majora's Mask for the first time. That's pretty cool. I'll send you to I'll send you to the Windbag. Weird dude does currently doing something called Balls with Benefits. Friday Night Forkin'. I guess that's Friday Night Forkin' variant. I don't know. I'll send you over there to Windbag, who I don't think I've seen personally online for ages. I don't think I've seen that dude online. He's has a amazing OBS setup. Does things with OBS I've never seen before. Haven't seen him online in a while. Okay. Well, folks, I'll see ya tomorrow for viewer levels. Saturday night, late Saturday night, for Pragmata. Sunday for Shadow the Hedgehog. Monday for RE4 Remake. And various times in the future for various other streams. Give your love to the VOD and also the short form content if you so please. Take it easy. I'll see y'all tomorrow for viewer levels. Good night.